Okay. What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Tough loss for them boys on a back-to-back by a very feisty Detroit Pistons team, 124-119. The captain, Jalen Brunson, 31 points, 11 assists. Karl Anthony Towns, 26 points, 12 rebounds. Great effort for them boys, but they fell short. Listen, man. Big Chaz, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with the LV Live. Listen, man, on the back-to-back, listen, man, I said it. LV said it, man. Detroit is dangerous, man. They're a really, really good team. You got to really pay attention to them. They're on the rise. It's a tough out, man. Listen, this league is no joke. This league is no joke. It really, really isn't, man. And every team you could lose to, man. So you got to be on point. You got to be ready to go. And so I thought we lost a tough game tonight to a team on the rise, a young, feisty, hungry team that's got a budding superstar in Cade Cunningham. I've talked about him. You guys, you heard me talk about him. He's legit, man. He is no scrub. He will be an all-star this year. He's big. He's crafty. He's a tough check, man. He's a tough check. But even still, with that being said, the Knicks could have still won this game. They could have still won this game. I thought it was that third quarter of doom, man. That third quarter of doom, man, coming out again. The Knicks were up by 4, I believe, going into the half. That third quarter of doom, we lost that third quarter 36-27. To me, that's the ball game. That's the ball game. Because you had to fight back from the first quarter. They was down 37-26. And then that third quarter, we had to fight back. And after that third quarter, was an uphill battle after that. On Dios, NYK, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rock with LV Live. Jeremy, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rock with LV Live. Tough loss on the boys, 124-119. The captain, 31 points, 11 assists. And I will say this, guys. I thought the team played great, man. I thought they had great energy. I thought they played really, really good. I thought they were getting after it. Knock on wood, man, that Towns is okay. He doesn't have any issue with his thumb. You know what I mean? We prayed it's not a broken thumb or nothing crazy like that because it was bothering him for the rest of the game. But he still had 26 and 12. But I hope he's okay. I hope he is. But on you listen, you got to take your hat off to those guys. You got to salute those guys. Listen, they got a really good team. I mean, not really good. I mean, they're good. But I'm just saying they're a young, feisty team, man. They're a young, feisty team in this league. That's just what it comes down to, man. And you got to really, really salute them for that. I think my biggest issue tonight was the fact that, number one, like Tibbs has got to change that drop, man. Like when that kid started cooking like that, Cade Cunningham, Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rock with LV Live. Tough loss to them boys, 124-119. The big cat, 26 points, 12 rebounds. Rondo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Tough loss to them boys, 124-119. Like Tibbs keeps on running this drop, man. You got to get the ball out this kid's hands. He started cooking. Like you got to have Towns slide over and you got to double him, get the ball out of his hands. They started doing it late, but by that time it was, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to identify that quick and say, all right, let's make a quick adjustment. It's like he doesn't do that. Stop, run, and drop. Stop, run, and drop. Like these guys like Cade and SGA, these guys are killing you on the mid-range. You got to do the scouting report. Yes, Cade can knock down a three, but his game is that mid-range is money for him. He's like SGA. He's big, just like SGA, 6'6", 6'7". You cannot play drop against those guys. They will kill you on them 15-footers. That's money for them dudes. But they keep running drop. That's the one thing. One of them, excuse me. And then, man, listen, man. Listen, look. You're going to hear it from me first. Like, yo, these refs are killing. Like, listen, man. You cannot make a call like that when it's winning time. There was 2 calls that was made. It was 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Cade went to the baseline and just put his shoulder into Towns. They called that a foul. It's 1 minute and 40 left. You got to let that play out. You can't be giving him calls like he hasn't done enough to earn that. He's not KD or LeBron. That's number one. Number two, Earl Garris, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Tough loss to them boys, 124-119. The captain, 31 points, 11 assists. Just Knicks. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Tough loss to them boys, 124-119. So that was the first one, right? When they gave him that little baseline call, which was BS. And then that screen at the top of the key on Brunson, that's a 50-50 call. Yo, man, you gotta let that rock, man. You can't be calling like there's 30 seconds left in the game. How you gonna make that call right there? You gonna let that go? And Brunson is Tobias Harris is throwing his forearm in Brunson's face and his chest, and you guys are letting that rock. You gonna make a call like that with 30 seconds left? Come on, man. You don't want to say the Donaghy stuff and say these guys ain't got an agenda, but come on, man. You like how is that when it's winning time you make that call? Knicks were down by 1. You let that play out. You don't make that call there. You're giving them the game. So at that point when they hit the 3, I didn't even care at that point. I said game over because I just felt like it was a joke. This Grover, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rock with LV Live. Tough loss to the boys, 124-118. The Big Cat, 26 points, 12 rebounds. So I'm just saying, man, you can't make that call in that situation. Like that offensive, like that's insane, man. You got to let it rock. It's 30 seconds left in the game. Like, you mean to tell me you making that call? They're hitting Brunson with forearms and all this other stuff, and you letting it rock. Eddie Kofi, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Tough loss to them boys, 124-119. The captain, Jalen Brunson, 31 points, 11 assists. I just think that's just a really bad call in that situation. Now, all in all, listen, you got to give it to the Pistons. They're an upcoming team. They play hard. Bickerstaff has got those guys playing. They went 10 deep tonight, 10 deep. So they got a deep squad. He plays a lot of guys, which I think is great, right? But I thought the Knicks were right there. They fought their way out of it. I still do think we're the better team. I mean, I'm not worried about that. But certain things can tip the scale of a game. And when a game is in balance, like that's my issue. When a game is in balance like that, you gotta let the teams decide the game, especially when it's under 2 minutes. When it's under 2 minutes, if no one's getting decapitated, a little hack on the hand or a little bump, you got to let that rock. You got to let the players decide the game. You can't be coming in here with your whistle, giving and ones and giving. Like, you got to let it go, man. You can't do that. You just can't. Because now you're not allowing the guys to really, truly, like kind of, just win out the game. Like, let the players decide it. That's pretty much what I'm getting at it. Now, of course, if it's an obvious foul, someone's getting, getting clothesline or something, or undercut, or someone's getting mauled at the rim, then yeah, of course you got to call that. But I mean, if it's like simple contact or small contact, it's nothing insane. Come on, man, you gotta like be better with stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I just thought the refs kind of gave him a couple of bailout calls at the end of the game that really decided. So after Beasley hit them back-to-back threes, the game was, to me, after that, when Beasley hit the 3, the game was over to me after that because it's 30 seconds left. Knicks are down by 1. You call a charge or offensive foul on Town's screen. I said, "Oh, game over." I said, "My man, someone must have been must have been having something going on tonight." JW, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Tough loss for them boys, 124-119. The Big Cat, 26 points, 12 rebounds. But all in all, listen, man, guys, look, the league is no joke, man. The league is tough. So you got to give it to these boys. They have a really good team, man. They have a really good team, young guys over there. You got Cade and the crew. You know what I mean? Young, athletic wings. So you got to really salute your cap to those guys, man. J Deals, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. 124-119. Tough loss for them boys. Jalen Brunson, 31 points, 11 assists. Hey, Kofi says, how can we beat the Bucks and lose to the Pistons? Hey, man, listen, the Pistons are legit, man. Pistons don't stink. They will be in the playoffs this year, man. Right now, if I'm correct, they're like the 8th seed. So they would be playing in the playing game and possibly wind up playing like Boston or the Cavs. You know what I'm saying? JW, man, it's my first time seeing you, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew. He says, LV, would you extend Mikal Bridges? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Cali Bose. Cali Bose? Is that it? Cali Bose? I'm trying to pronounce it right. I apologize. I don't mean to butcher your name. I appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight, man. Rocking with me and my crew, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew tonight, man. Tough loss for the boys, 124 to 119. The Big Cat, 26 points, 12 rebounds. So this team is tough, man. This team is tough. You got to give it to them, man. Hey, listen, man. I thought Mikal Bridges played really, really well tonight. I thought he played really, really well. You know, all that shooting stuff and all them shooting issues, that stuff is out the window now. Herb Stafford, man. It's your first time coming through rocking with me and my crew, man. I haven't seen you ever on my channel before, so I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew tonight. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew tonight. 124, 119, tough loss for them boys. The Big Cat, 26 points, 12 rebounds. But they're legit, man. JW says, why? His play is very, very, I'm assuming you're saying very inconsistent. I wouldn't say it's inconsistent. I mean, listen, he had a tough beginning. He had a really, really good December. Really, really good December. He had a tough couple of games here. And he had a great game tonight. So I thought he's been playing really well, man. I don't think he's just look, guys, this is halfway through the season. I don't know what people thought they were getting when they got him. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's a really good player. I think he's adjusting to the whole, not being the number one option here, being the third option. That takes some time getting used to. From being the number one option, you got to kind of come down off your high horse a bit. And I thought he played well, or has been playing well. Some growing pains coming on, but it's okay, man. It's a long, long, long season. I think we'll be fine. So I'm not even really worried about it like that. AJ Live, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew, man. It's my first time seeing you coming through, AJ Live. But please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew tonight. Tough loss on the boys, 124 to 119. The Big Cat, 26 points, 12 rebounds. But I would, man. I would definitely re-sign him, man. Definitely would. Definitely would. You gotta give this stuff time, man. You can't, I don't like. I think the misconception is that when he came here, I don't know if everybody thought they were getting an all-star. I don't know what you were getting. He's a really, really good role player that can score the ball. Is Mikal Bridges an all-star? No, he's not. Did the Knicks get fleeced with the picks? Yes, they did. But I think he's done well here, man. I think he's done well. I don't think he's had his moments, right? It's kind of been like this. But to me, if I was doing a grade, if LV was giving a grade, I wouldn't give him an A. I wouldn't give him a C+. I would give him right in the middle. I would give him like a B-. B-. That's where I would go with him. Well, go on, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rock with LV Live tonight. Tough loss on the boys, 124 to 119. The Big Cat, 26 points, 12 rebounds. Let me see here. Detroit here hanging out with you and the crew. Okay. You from Detroit? Okay, man. That's cool, man. That's cool. Where's what they call that out there? Hold up. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. What up, though, right? So to make sure I say it right. My Cali Bose, am I saying what up, though? Right? Okay. So make sure I got that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to give it to them, man. You got to give it to them boys tonight, man. Detroit is on the rise, man. Detroit is on the rise. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So I think they'll be. I think it's a tough loss to a really a team on the rise, man. So you got to kind of give it to him. You got to take your hat off, man. It's a tough league, man. It's a tough league, so you got to really you got to really kind of give it some time. You know what I'm saying, with these guys, and I think they've been playing really good. Our record is we're 2 games better than what we were last year, guys. 2 games better than what we were last year. Eddie Kofi said, please, why are you so optimistic when we should be lowering our expectations? How? Eddie Kofi, man, I think we're fine, man. We're 2 games better than what we were. Guys, listen, this team just got together, man, this year. Like a couple of months. Like the Cat came right before training camp start. Mikal Bridges came a couple of weeks prior. This is going to take a minute. Guys, are you guys ready? It took Boston 7 years, man. 7 years with that crew they got. It took them 7 years, man. OKC is doing what they're doing. Look at all the moves they had to make, the trades, all that other stuff. Remember, they didn't get SGA in the draft. They traded him for the Paul George. He was with the Clippers. So this is all a building process, guys. So you know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not, like, once again, this is not a situation where I'm saying, like, okay, we're going to be a championship. I don't think we're winning a championship this year. I'm just being honest. But I love the journey. I love where we're going. But the goal is to win a championship. That's the goal. But you got to understand and realize where you're at. You're going to have tough losses. You're going to have really big wins too. I think we're going to have really good postseason. I think we're going to make some noise. Do I see us coming out of the East right now? I do not. But I think we have a very high upside, and I think we're playing really, really well as a team. But it's going to take time. Guys are still adjusting, man. But you got to understand that the top teams, they had a couple of years to get this right, man. Even the Cavs, they had a couple of years to get it right. Spider's been over there, 2-3 years now? So they have a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Remember, so of course they're playing better now. This is year 3. This is year 3 for them. They got rid of Bickerstaff. They brought in Atkinson. They stole Johnny Bryant. They're bringing a lot of different philosophies. Guys, you got, you know what I mean? Like, you got to kind of look at it in that way too, man. You know what I mean? So just we got everybody in their prime. So I think we'll be fine. Okay, AJ Live says, I think the Knicks need a real third option. Mikal and OG offensively, not that. No, I think Mikal is a really good third option, AJ Live. I think he is. Brunson and Cat are going to get majority of the shots. That's what happens when you're the top dogs. That's what happens. Lionel Monis, man, is that how you pronounce your name? I don't want to butcher it. Lionel Monis, I appreciate you coming through rocking with me, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. This is my first time seeing you coming through rocking with me and my crew, man. Please subscribe to the channel, man. Tough Lows on the Boys, 124 to 119. The Big Cat, 26 points, 12 rebounds. I think he's a really good third option, man. I really do. Brunson and Cat are going to take majority of the shots. They are. I think Bridges is a good third option. He doesn't need a lot of shots to get busy. He put up 27 tonight, man. There's been other games he's played really well, too. So, once again, when you got your top dogs taking majority of the shots, you're going to need a guy in there that's going to get anywhere between 15 to 20. I think he does that well. A person who's been struggling has been OG Anunoby. He's been kind of like teetering, man. I don't know what's going on with him. But he hasn't looked right. He just hasn't. I think he might be hitting the wall also. And so I just think that that's kind of like what's going on with him. You know what I mean? So I just, I don't know. I like OG Anunoby, man. I just think offensively, he's not the most skilled. He can get it done, but putting the ball on the floor, he's a quick attack type of player. He's not you. We don't want him trying to break dudes down one-on-one. We don't want him to do that. Make a quick decision, shoot it, or go straight to that Baja. Namrit, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Tough Loss on the Boys, 124 to 119. So that's what I think is going on with that. Lionel Mona says this team is not winning the championship. Sorry. Good teams bringing in every night. Knicks, not a good team. I think we're a good team, Lionel. I think we are. But it's going to take time, Lionel. It's going to take time. Other teams had years. Give us that same thing. Give us that same time. Give us a couple of years to get this locked and loaded, and I think we're going to be ready to go. Listen, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Sometimes in nights like, you're going to have nights like this sometimes. It's growing pains. But look, we're still one of the better teams in the league. So we're still the number 3 seed in the East. So I think we're going to be fine. The playoffs are starting right now. We'll be playing the Bucks in the first round. So, I'm happy with those odds. J. Deal says OG is still holding up on the defensive side, right? Offensive, OG needs to right. I agree with that. J. Deals. He has been doing well defensively, but offensively he's been struggling, man. He has. Knicks 100 GM, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live tonight. Tough loss from boys 124 to 119. The captain, 31 points, 11 assists. Knicks 100 GM says getting Cat was the first stage of the reset. Agreed. Knicks 100 GM says we knew we wouldn't have that much money this year. Agreed. Well said, sir. Agreed. I have to agree with you on that. I do. I can't even, deny what you're saying. I think what you're saying, you're making a very, very valid point. So listen, let's listen to Tibbs, man. Let's see what the coach has to say. Let's give him his breakdown. Let me see what the coach has to say. I really, really want to hear from him. Let's hear from the coach. Let me just make this screen wider for you guys. Make sure the volume is good. All right, we're good to go, guys. Let's do it.
Obviously, you guys made such a big trade, 2 big trades during the offseason, training camp, whatever you want to call it. Do you still feel like in some ways that despite your reputation and this team's identity for the last couple of years, that you guys are still trying to find kind of what the root of this team is from a defensive standpoint? You guys can score with anybody, but it just felt like you couldn't really get enough stops for your defense.
Yeah, no, to answer your question, the thing is you have a challenge every night in this league. So you're playing a team that, is very hot right now, and they're shooting the ball really well. Cunningham's playing at a very high level, and credit to them, they're playing great basketball. And, we're on a back-to-back, so just find a way to get it done. And it came down to, getting one stop at the end. And initially we got it, but then our turnovers were too high tonight. That hurt us. And then, we needed to stop it on the last play.
Agreed by the coach. One second here. Sorry, guys. Got to get this wire connected here. Apologize. Give me 1 second. 1 second here. Make sure everything's good here. Right. 1 second, guys. It's a little technical difficulties for LV. 1 second. Okay, got that good. Make sure the light is good. Apologize, people. All right. Cool, we're good. Okay, let me go back here. Oh, Mr. My City, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with me and my crew tonight, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to my channel, man. It's my first time seeing you, man. So please come through, rocking with me and my crew. Tough loss to the boys, 124 to 119. The captain, 31 points, 11 assists. So listen, man, you got to give it to Tibbs. You're right, man. Listen. They're a good team, man. They're a good team. Our turnovers killed us tonight. It's really, really tough, man. You know what I mean? But listen, like I told you guys, like I'm honest. We know who Cade is, man. All right. He's on the rise. We understand, how good he is. I think Bickerstaff getting a guy like him, he came from Cleveland. He's really kind of tightening those kids up, making them play the right type of basketball, right? You got Isaiah Stewart, you got Jalen Duran, you got the one of the Osmer, the Thompson twins. So you got a nice group of guys there who can really, help this kind of bring. I think they're going to make more changes too going forward to help, build like a little bit more of a solid team around Cade. But I thought they played great. I thought it was a great game tonight. I thought it was a great game. I thought it was a well-played game. That was my beef earlier about the offensive call. When the Knicks chopped it down to 1, Cade missed that 15-footer because Bridges was on him. We got the rebound. I said, all right, now it's game time. 30 seconds left. Let's see what the captain does. And they call that offensive foul. I said, yo, that's a BS call, man. And after that, when Beasley hit the 3, I didn't care after that. Because to me, the game was already over. So I just don't like that. Like let them play out the game. Everybody played great. The captain played great. Towns, played through a bad thumb. Detroit played really well. Cade came up with big shots. Like, let it be handled in 30 seconds the right way, man. Let's not give bailout calls. Because here's the thing, guys. I'm a ball player myself, man. So I want it the same way on both ends. I don't want you to give us a bailout call. Like, I don't want that. Let the teams decide. Now, if Brunson come down, he missed a jumper, bang, bang. That's the ball game. They won it fair and square. Just like, even though they won it fair and square here, I felt at the end of the game, you gave them an extra life, basically. You know what I'm saying? Say, all right, here. You know what I'm saying? You're up by 1 now. Here, we're going to give you this. Now, so now the Knicks are running like desperate because they're trying to get a turnover or whatever, but the game is over. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really like that. Like, I didn't like the fact that they kind of like bailed them out there when they didn't even need to. The Pistons were playing already. The Pistons were playing good. So my thing is just let the players figure it out, man. Let them decide. Don't come in and kind of muck up the game. Knicks 100 GM. Nah, we can't do that, LV. We shot 23 feet. You're not listening to what I'm saying, man. You're not listening. I'm not complaining about the calls at all. I'm not. What I'm saying is, in that moment, however the game is being called, you got to let it rock. Don't give up. Don't call fouls in that moment on us or on them. Let both teams play it out. It's such a good game. I don't want refs calling nonsense. It's 30 seconds left. You going to make that call on Cat? And here's the thing. I'll give you a perfect example. They were letting it rock when the local kid, what's the kid? Tobias Harris was going to the rack. He was pushing off on Brunson, right? They letting it go. So I said, all right, cool. I like that type of hoops. That's how I grew up. So my thing is like, all right, let it rock. So you letting that rock, and that kid is clearly pushing off. Tobias Harris pushed off both times, forearms. One in the Baja, boom, hit him in the chest, Brunson fell on his back. Then when he's trying to defend the kid pushed him off. Like, get off me, man. Give me room to operate. All right, cool. Let it rock. So to me, 30 seconds left. Let it rock. Don't give them and that was nonsense. Like, when it's a bang, bang, 50-50 like that, as a ball player, for me, let it go. And I would feel the same way if it was on the other end with the Knicks. I would say the same thing. I would say that was a BS call. You got to let that rock, man. You can't, like, do that to them. Like, they play too good of a game for them to lose the game off of that. Mr. My City says, not going to lie, Tobias got away with a few push-ups tonight. Yo, listen, but here's the thing, Mr. My City. Cool. I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay with it. That's not a big deal. This is hoops. You know what I'm saying? We balling, and guys are playing hard. Let it rock. But with 30 seconds left, you don't call that. Don't call that BS. I just didn't like that. And then the one call right before that, when Cade went baseline and kind of put his shoulder into Towns, and they gave him the run. It was like a minute and 40 left. They gave him a foul on that. I'm like, yo, you can't. I'm like, yo, you're slowing down the game. It's too much momentum. I want the players to decide. Cade is playing out of his mind. Brunson is. Cat is hitting big shots. Bridges is hitting big shots. Beasley over there chirping like he's an all-star. We know he's a bum. Like, let it rock. Let these guys decide. Don't be giving bailout calls. You're slowing up the game. It's like you're kind of coming in and like meddling. Like, stop touching stuff. You wasn't calling it earlier. Like, come on, man. Let them play. That I didn't like. But outside of that, man, listen, you got to tip them hat to them boys, man. Listen, they got a good crew over there. JW Owen, 33, man. It's my first time seeing you coming through, rocking with me and my crew, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through, rocking with me and my crew. Big win for the boys. Excuse me. Tough loss for the boys. 124-119. The captain, 31 points, 11 assists. Yeah, yo, because Beasley chirping, man. Beasley chirping, he chirping, he chirping like he's an all-star. He been traded like every year for the last 5-6 seasons. He running his mouth because he had a couple of shots. Like that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you showing out, my man. It's not the finals. You won a game. Like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like he running his mouth, man. Yo, I'm like, oh man. He same thing with the other kid. What's the kid from Rochester? Isaiah Stewart. He chirping, being tough. My man. You guys were just at the dungeon of the NBA. You guys just started becoming relevant. Cade don't even be chirping like that. He's an all-star. He don't be running his mouth. He just take it like you see how smooth he is with it, right? The mother bums is running their mouth. I'm like, yo, man. You gotta love the front runners, right? So you let them have their day, man. You let them have their day, man. You let them have that. Jay Olin said, would you trade Brunson for Cade? It's a tough question, man. But no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I know a lot of people are going to black out on me right now because Cade is for real, for real. The reason why I wouldn't is because it's bigger than hoops with Brunson. Brunson is really the city, man. He's really embedded in this. This is deeper than hoops. This bond that he has with the city. This goes back to his pops. This goes back to Tibbs. It goes back to Leon. This is deeper than blood, man. This is how deep it goes here with Brunson. So playing here is like he's playing at home, like really at his home. You know, he was born and raised in Jersey, played his ball in Chicago, went to Villanova, right? So everything for him is right here, man. This is like full circle for him. So it's a deeper connection for him than it would be for Cade. You understand what I'm saying? And then also, too, like, let's be honest. Cade is nice. But how would he be playing underneath the bright lights night in, night out, man? The type of pressure that comes with playing here. That's not for everybody, man. Remember, let's be honest. You guys ready? You guys ready? You heard it first here on the LV Live Show. You ready? LeBron ran from the smoke, man. He could have came here instead of going to Miami. He ran from the smoke. He didn't want the smoke because he knew the heat was different over here. And you got to win every night. It takes a certain type of cat to be able to deal with that, man. A lot of these dudes fold, man. They break under that pressure of that Garden, man, on 34th Street, right? They break in half. Not everybody's built for it, man. So, yeah, I'm keeping my guy. So, yeah, all in all, great game, man. Great game. And listen, man, once again, man, you got to salute those guys, man. I don't want nobody tripping on them like Detroit is garbage because they're not. They're not. They're a team on the rise. You got to be respected. You know what I'm saying? So, we take it like that. And listen, it's a back-to-back. It's okay, man. You have games like this. It's okay. My biggest thing, honestly, is I want to see what happens to Cat's thumb. I hope he's okay. I hope he gets the x-ray, and I hope he's all right. That's something we got to kind of keep an eye on here. You know what I'm saying? We really, really, really got to, man, because that's a really that's a really it's kind of like a crazy injury. You know what I'm saying? So we got to really like monitor that with him. Because I'm thinking about that with the big cat, because we can't afford for him to go down. We just can't. So this is why I'm saying what I'm saying about this guy, man. Look at this clown, man. Look at this clown. And see, this is why LV says the things that I say. I don't do this on purpose. But look at this guy.
Tantalizing, mesmerizing the Knicks with his prowess. He had 7 3-pointers in December. He's got
look at this clown, man.
And now he's dancing, taunting the fans, and prancing.
Look at this clown, man.
Mesmerizing the Knicks with his prowess. He had 7 3-pointers in December. He's got 6 3-pointers.
Look at him.
And now he's dancing, taunting the fans, and prancing. Tantalizing, mesmerizing the Knicks with his prowess. He had 7.
This bum has been traded. I don't know how many times. He can't stay on the team.
And now he's dancing, taunting the fans, and prancing.
That's what goes on, man.
Tantalizing.
This is what goes on. This is why LV's saying what he's saying, man. This is why LV's saying what he's saying. This guy's a joke, man. This guy's a joke, but I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. AJ Live says Tibbs style never won a championship. Get him out of here. You know what? AJ Live, listen, man, you got a very valid point. Very valid point. And I think that a lot of people in here, they have some issues with Tibbs. They do because of that. Because of what you just mentioned. So it's concerning. It is. But you gotta respect that. You know, he was the one that kind of got us out of the dungeon, right? Yeah, his style of play really got us out to where we're relevant. So you gotta give Tibbs that. They're gonna want to see this through, AJ Live. They're gonna want to see this through with Tibbs. They're gonna want to, because, like I said, this is deeper than blood, man. There's a lot of connections here. A lot of connections here, man. So they're not gonna really just, give up on him and this crew. They're gonna give him everything he needs to succeed here. Remember, him and Leon are super close, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not saying your claims here aren't valid. Jay Owen says, surprised the fan didn't throw a beer at Beasley. Yeah, man, they should have hit him in his head with something, man. Well, pause. I don't promote violence here. All right, let me say that. I don't promote violence. So disregard that. What I'm saying is, this guy jumping around like he just won, like he just won a gold medal, man. You gotta laugh at these dudes, man. You gotta laugh at these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear from Josh Hart, man. Let's hear from Josh Hart. He's obviously, pretty banged up, probably pretty bothered about the loss here. So let's hear what he has to say. Give me 1 second here. 1 second here. I'm gonna share this with you guys so we can kind of just kind of see, man. See how everybody is feeling. Because I'm sure the whole team is kind of upset. They don't like to lose. So let's see what one of the main guys here is saying here. Let me get this right. Let me get this right for you guys. Listen to Josh Hart, see what he has to say.
We got to find a way to bring energy to execute. We can have all the excuses in the world. We got to go out there and play. We got to have a sense of urgency, attention to detail. Got to communicate better. These are the things that we got to start figuring out. We got to find a way to bring energy to execute. We can have all the excuses in the world. We got to go out there and play. We got to have a sense of urgency, attention to detail. Got to communicate better. These are the things that we got to start figuring out.
So Josh Hart feels like we gotta have a sense. It feels like the team has to have more like sense of urgency. I guess he feel like the energy wasn't there tonight. I thought it was, man. I thought the energy was good. But listen, man, look, Detroit's good, man. Detroit's good. We can't look at them anymore like they're the old Detroit. We can't do that. You know what I mean? We got to give them credit where credit is due, man. And they played really well. I honestly think that was that third quarter of doom that really cost us the game, because it was an uphill battle after that. We lost that quarter 39. What was it? 39-27? Excuse me. No, 36-27. 36 to
find a
20,
way to
30,
bring
30, 30, 30,
energy to
36 to
execute.
27.
We can have all.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's where that's where we lost the game. Right there in that third quarter. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to kind of get a hold of that, right? And really kind of like understand, like, all right, this is, we got to be on point all the time. So that's something that we have to really identify. AJ Live says, no championship was ever won playing guys the way he does, right? I cannot see no team modeling to win this in a documentary. Yeah, agreed. That is something that a lot of people have been saying. And it's valid, man. It's valid. Not wrong. AJ Live says again, then the Knicks front office not trying to win. I think they are, man. Trust me. I think they talk to Tibbs. You know what I'm saying? I think they kind of know, some things have to change. And I think Tibbs knows that too, man. I think he does. We just assembled this team. So my biggest thing, AJ, is I want to see exactly what they do during the offseason. I want to see what it looks like then. I want to see the choices that they make during that time, meaning the free agents they bring in, how they build this team around Tibbs to where they make it to where, excuse me, congested, man. It's catching a little cold. Sorry, I apologize. Like just, pieces they're going to give them, right? Because then once they do that, then it's like no more excuses, Tibbs. We've given you everything that you need to win, right? So you got to get us to the mountaintop. So I think that's the plan. AJ says, if a family member is jeopardizing my business, I don't care. I'm firing them. Yeah, listen, agreed. But is he really jeopardizing it, AJ? I mean, they're still the third best team in the East. They're still 2 games better than what they were last year. So technically, he's actually doing better than what he did last year, right? So it'll be different if we look like Philly, right? That's a dumpster fire over there. We got them Wednesday. So based on the numbers and based on everything, he's actually doing better than what he did last year. So, that's something you got to kind of look at. Now, I understand your points, which are very valid. But you still got to identify that, the Knicks are playing well, man. They are. They haven't played well in the last 7 games. What are they? They've lost 5 out of the last 7, right? So, but these are the dog days of the season, man, right? And so this is tough. They've hit the midway point right now. So what are they, 26-14, I believe? What are we right now? Yeah, 26-15, right? So, listen, man, we just got to continue to keep playing hard, man. Keep pushing. It doesn't get no easier. We got Philly, and then right after that, we have, I think we got Randall and them boys, man. We got Randall and them boys. So it's gonna listen. It's gonna get tough, man. It's gonna get tough. We just got to keep on pushing, keep on finding a way, and keep on really sticking to it, man. Because it's not gonna get any easier. It's not, because believe it or not, guys, we got a target on our back, man. People know how good we are. We got 2 All-Stars that should be starting an All-Star game. So trust me, the coaches understand like who we are as a team and what we do, and you know what I mean? Like so you just gotta be ready to go all the time. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear from the captain, man. Let's hear what the captain has to say. Let's hear from him, man. Let me go over here. Let me just get this so you guys can share real quick. All right. Let's hear from everybody, man. Let's kind of see exactly how everybody's feeling today, man. Especially the captain. We got to hear from him because I thought he had another splendid game tonight. Another beautiful game for him. Let's hear from the captain, everybody.
Anything in particular made the difference down the stretch in this one?
Turnovers. Obviously not getting to Beasley fast enough in rotation, but all things that we control. So it's tough.
Anything in particular made the difference?
So there's the captain. Captain looks so New York City, right? He got the snorkel on with the hood and the scully. Looking like he be hanging out in Dykeman. Got the snorkel on. What he got on? We got the goose on? You got the goose? We got the North Face. What you think that is? I don't think that's the clear. I don't think that's the Montclair. I think that's the goose. The goose down. He got the hoodie on with the Scully. He gets it, man. He understands the city. But I'm like, all in all, he's right. The turnovers are huge. Turnovers are huge, man. You know what I'm saying? So I believe we had 18 of them things tonight, which led to, I think, 21 of their points. Let me take a look here. How many turnovers we had tonight, man? Yeah, we had 17 turnovers, man. They had 11. 17, and we're at the top of the league and not turning the ball over, man. So that's huge. That's huge. You know what I'm saying? So that's something we got to identify and something we got to kind of take it away from, just everything that happened tonight. Because listen, once again, right? I thought the Knicks, even though they had a third quarter doom, they fought back, and I thought that they should have won this game. With 30 seconds left, I think I trust the captain to come up big, right? Because he came up big with the N1. So I trust him in those big moments more than anybody. So it just didn't go our way. You know what I'm saying? This Rover says bubble coat. Yeah, that's he got the snorkel on, man. He got the snorkel on. Yeah, I think that's a goose down though. That's a goose down he got on, man. With the hoodie. You know what I mean? With the hoodie. Looking like Hoodie Mellow. My son looked like he in diaper, man. Going on the train. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Lionel says, when we get Mitch back, do you think Tibbs should play him and move Cat to the floor and Josh Hart coming off the bench? No. No, Lionel. I'm glad you mentioned that. No. No way. No way. No way. No way. Mitch is not going to be ready, man. Mitch is not going to be ready. He's not going to be ready. Mitch has got to come off the bench, man. Mitch has got to come off the bench with that second unit. I think that's what's got to happen. Like, number one, we got to see how. I mean, Mitch looks good. I mean, he looks good, like he's in shape. But there's a difference in being in shape and being in basketball shape, right? So we got to see exactly, how his legs hold up. I would not throw him in a starting lineup right off the rip. Like you got to ease him in. So Lionel, I would say he plays about coming back anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes a night, right? To get him into, used to everything, right? But yeah, he's got to come off the bench. Because also, too, at times, Lionel, you can play him with Cat, right? Especially against a team like Cleveland. Like, that's a must. And a team like Orlando, right? A lot of size out there, so you need that. But in parts of the game, not starting. Starting, no. Offensively, no, man. We're too explosive right now, man. There's no way I can go back to anything else than that 5-out with Cat. Offensively, we're just a different type of beast, man, with him at the 5. And then it gives him room to do what he does, right? So, no. I got to keep it just how it is. AJ says, Knicks got 2 all-stars legit. Move off OG to build deep around the seams. This seems like the most logical thing to do. They're not going to do that. I know he's not playing well right now. Like, I know he's not, right? I think defensively he's okay, but offensively he's struggling. But OG's like, if you look in the book and you look at a 3D wing, he's perfect, man. Perfect. He's got the size, he's got the strength to bang with 5s, the agility to guard point guards and 2 guards, and just the defensive IQ to stay in front of big wings and move with them and stuff like that and bang with the bigs. They don't make him like that, man. They're either tall and slender or they're short and bulky. Like he's got it all. He's 6'8", man. I know he doesn't. He probably doesn't. He doesn't know he's that big, but he's 6'8". Then he can shoot the corner 3. He's got good enough hands to hit finishing the Baja. I know right now he's been looking like dogs. You know what I'm talking about. But that's offensively. But trust and believe. If you put OG Anunoby on a team like the Cavs, oh man. You put OG Anunoby on a team like Dallas or Denver, he's the perfect glue guy, man. He's the perfect piece. Like, he's just perfect. Now, offensively, he's got to get it together right now, right? He's just struggling. But defensively, perfect example. You see, they put him on Cade, right? You see what they can do with him. And if they wanted to, they could have put him down there with Isaiah Stewart. He could have guarded him, no problem. There's not too many guys that can do that, man. That's why, once again, he's so expensive, man. J.W. Owen says, I would like to see Arthur Thomas in a Knicks uniform. Yeah. Agreed. He's really good, man. He's really good. Young, athletic. He's really good, man. Really good. I like what he brings off the bench. He's really good. Really good. And he defends. He doesn't need the ball in his hand to be impactful. Like, yeah. But they're gonna keep that kid, man. They're gonna keep him with Cade and build around that. You know what I'm saying? His brothers are legit too out there in Houston. So them two cats are legit. Remember, they came out of the G League. I mean, not the G League. Remember, they came out of what was that? What's that? OTE? Overtime Elite? Something like that. They came out of that. Because remember, they came straight out of high school. They played for that OTE, that Overtime Elite joint, and then they went straight to the league. But both of them are good, man. Both of them are really good. AJ says, true, but OG's contract don't warrant the production to win games. It's not warranted. No $212 million on a team with horrible depth. It's a bad team building. You're wrong, AJ. If we wouldn't have paid him that money, somebody else would have. I'm not talking about a team like Detroit or a team like the Wizards. No, I'm talking about a contender, man. He would have got that same amount. Trust me, he would have. Because he doesn't need the ball to be disruptive. So I was just talking about Arthur Thompson, right? The kid, right? That we just were talking about. He's like that kid, but on steroids. Now, right now, he's struggling. But I just broke him down. That's why he cost that much money, man. Because trust me, if the Knicks weren't going to give it to him, Philly was going to give it to him. They were waiting for the Knicks to blink so they could snatch him up and pay him that bread. He would have got that money, man. Somewhere. And I'm talking about a contender would have paid him that bread, man. A guy like him is super, super expensive, man. Perfect example, you see the Knicks couldn't hold on to iHeart, right? Them guys are expensive, man. Them glue guys that don't need the ball to get busy because they already got their stars. Most of these teams already have their stars, but they need those glue guys that do the little stuff that help you win championships. If Josh Hart was to leave right now to the Knicks, he would get over $100 million from a contender. OJ's not a super max. Come on, bro. Listen, okay. You're not understanding what I'm saying. I agree. Yeah, he's not a super max in the term that we think. But what I'm saying is because of what he gives, somebody would have gave him that bread, man. They would have gave it to him because of what he brings. Listen, boss, look what iHeart's getting, man. Look what iHeart's getting. He's getting like $30 million this year, man. Before he came to the Knicks, he wasn't worth that. So I'm just saying, so these guys are very expensive, man. Very expensive. And he's young. How old is OG Anunoby? What is he, 27? 26? Boss, OG Anunoby's 27 years old, man. He's 27. He's right in the prime of his career, man. He's right in the prime of his career, man. There's no way. Them guys are expensive, man. He's 27. He's going to be 28 this summer. He's in the prime of his career. Those dudes are expensive, man. It's just the price tag. It ain't about a super max like what you think. It's just the price tag for those guys, man. Lionel says, "Why would you? What would you do if we didn't lose Isaiah? Still trade for Cat? Oh, that's big." Lionel, that's a great question. The word out there was that they always wanted Cat. Always wanted Cat. They were really negotiating. Like every year, they would talk to the Wolves about Cat, right? But the Wolves were trying to get off of that contract because they can't pay him because of the second Abram. He's making too much money. So I'll put it to you like this. I think they still do the deal for Cat. Because you know why, Lionel? They didn't want to pay Randall. So they would have still did the deal with Cat, and they would have found a way to get off of Mitch. That's what they would have did. Maybe would have made a trade for, I don't know, traded Mitch for somebody, like something, I don't know, some backup center. And you're like, oh, you're going to give us Mitch for him? Like, yeah, we'll take Mitch. Because now you got your two bigs. But they probably would have still did the deal to send Dante over there because all they wanted was Dante and some picks and Randall. But they really wanted Dante, the Wolves. But the real reason they couldn't afford him, man. They couldn't afford him. And they knew the Knicks were willing to do the deal. So I think they still do the deal. I think they still do it because they really wanted Towns, man. They wanted Towns bad. They've been asking for Towns for the last couple of these seasons. They've been in talks with Towns, and the Wolves told them no. And then with Anthony Edwards, with his ascension and just how well he's been playing, of course you got I keep on forgetting Naz Reid, the kid from Jersey. You got him over there, right? How well he's been playing. Jaden McDaniels, all them dudes is making big bucks. You got Rudy Gobert, he's making big bucks, right? So listen, man, look, they can't afford it. People, how much is Cat getting? Cat's getting $50 million, right? They can't afford that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in the second apron, way past that. So I think the Knicks still do the deal if we kept Hart. AJ Live says we would have more cap space to sign more players without OG. I know, man, but here's the thing: are they impactful like OG? Are they impactful like OG, man? OG does it all, man. You gotta understand how good this guy is, man. I know right now he's kind of stinking it up offensively. I think he's kind of hit a wall too. I think a lot of these guys are tired, man, low key, right? I think they're not going to say that, but I think they're kind of tired. OG looks tired, man. He doesn't look like he's not moving the same. I mean, he caught the banger today, baseline. And I never really seen him start talking trash. So he's talking trash to Isaiah Stewart because Isaiah Stewart be running his mouth, man. He be running his mouth. Maybe that's why LeBron split his face open like a couple of years ago and had him leaking on the court. Maybe that's why like LeBron did that because he be running his mouth. And it's unnecessary. He was talking trash to Brunson. I'm like, my man, what did Brunson ever do to you? So I don't know, man. He just OG banged it on him, and him and Precious was running their mouth at the kid. So the kid, he like chirping, man. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Makes sense why. But Knicks 100 James said Wolves took Randall to get off Cat contract. They ain't keeping Randall either. Yeah, they getting rid of Randall, man. They getting rid of Randall. They really like Naz Reid, man. They really like him. They really like Naz Reid from what I hear. And that's who they really want to be kind of like the next the next kind of like guy. You know what I'm saying? They really want Naz Reid in that spot. So I think that's kind of like what's going to happen with that. We got to see exactly what the X-ray is going to look like, man. I'm worried about Cat, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm not even going to sit here and try to. I'm thinking. I hope his thumb is okay because we can't afford to lose him. That's something we cannot afford to do. So I hope that he's okay, man, with this finger, man. Like I, you know what I'm saying? Like I really do. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't afford it. We can't afford to lose him, man. Yeah, I got the play right here. Let me show you what OG did to that boy, man. Let me show you what OG did to that boy because that kid was chirping, man. I couldn't believe. I think for me, I don't like bum teams running their mouth. I like Detroit. I think they're good, but they're not. I mean, they're not even close to what we are. Not even close. Here we go. This is OG banging it on the kid.
Off the bounce, goes all the way in and throws it down.
Let's bring it back to
OG
the top.
this time. He says something. OG this time. He says something to Stewart. Off the bounce, goes all the way in and throws it down. And stares at Stewart. And Stewart called his player. So OG 6'7", Stewart 6'7". No match with OG this time.
OG chirping.
This time. He says something to Stewart. Off the bounce, goes all the way in and throws it down. And stares at Stewart.
OG chirping, man.
And Stewart called his player. So OG 6'7", Stewart 6'7". No match with OG this time.
OG chirping. Look at OG.
He says something to Stewart. Off the bounce, goes all the way in and throws it down. And stares
Tired of
at
that kid
Stewart.
running his mouth, man. Tired of that kid running his mouth. I can't be talking a lot, man. It's unnecessary too, man. It's unnecessary, but he be talking a lot, man. AJ says, I don't see the OG hype, man. He's decent, but he's not worth hurting our cap and death. We ain't winning huge with his production at all. It's the long game, AJ. It's the long game. Trust me. He's worth every penny, man. He is. We've been a better team all together since his arrival. We have been. Look at our winning percentage. Look at our record since he came onto the scene. We're a better team, man. You know what I mean? So, but as of late, I mean, offensively, he's kind of low. I think a lot of these guys have hit a wall. Mikal Bridges just hit a wall, so he broke out tonight and played well. So a lot of these guys hit a wall, man. I mean, it happens. So you got it. So, you know, if OG was a legit third option offensively, no problem. But I don't see him as he's not a third option. You're not paying for him to be a third option. You're paying for him to be a glue guy, a defensive stopper, and like kind of like a Swiss Army knife type of player, but on steroids. That's just what he is. And those guys are important for championship winning teams, man. And you're getting this guy in his prime. He's 27 years old, man. He's in his prime. Most of these guys are in their prime on the Knicks. Brunson's 28. I think Deuce is 26. Right? I think Mikal Bridges is 28. Josh Hart, I think, is 29. The Big Cat is 29. Right? So you get all these guys are in their prime right now, man. So we got a good window right now to grow with these guys. You add on some more pieces, we're going to be good to go for the next 5 years, man. We're going to be in the hunt. So that's what you're building towards, AJ. Rome wasn't built in a day, man. AJ says OG can't create his own shot. Some of the Knicks fans just caught up with his hype. It's crazy. No. But all right. I understand what you're looking at. You're looking at like, okay, well, we're paying him all this money. He should be doing X, Y, and Z. It doesn't go like that sometimes, man. It doesn't go like that sometimes, especially when boom, the new CBA is going to raise up. So these guys are going to be getting crazy money. You're going to be seeing dudes out there that you don't think is a good enough player getting paid crazy bucks. Like Jeremiah Grant out there, he's the first one to kind of like really broke the bank. He's getting big bread out there in Portland. He's a big wing. Same thing with Jaden McDaniels, right? He hasn't been scoring that well this year, but he's getting big money out there. Excuse me, we got this cold, man. It's killing me. Sorry. Jaden McDaniels getting big money out there with Minnesota, right? Same thing with who's the kid from Herb Jones getting big money? Who's the kid out there with not Herb Jones? I think Trey Murphy. I think Trey Murphy just got paid, right? What did Trey Murphy get? Devin Vassell out there with Where San Antonio's got big money. Yeah, Trey Murphy just got 4 years, $112 million. 4 years, 112. He's still young, man. So you know when he go back to the table, he gonna get big bread. Like Devin Vassell, he getting big money too. Devin Vassell's getting 5 years, $135 million. He's only 24 years old, man. 24 years old. So he gonna re-up. He gonna get a whole bunch of bread. All these guys getting money, man. He ain't really producing like that offensively. That's just what these guys are getting, man. These guys are getting big bread. Now, yes, OG Anunoby got the most, but he's better than most of those guys because they can't defend who he could defend. None of them dudes I just named can defend bigs. OG Anunoby could defend bigs, man. He could defend centers with no problem. So I'm just saying, so you got to understand what you're paying for, man. You're paying a premium. Like this guy, you know what I'm saying? So you got to understand what you're getting here. But you're not getting him to be like a third option and try to score. And you're not getting him. You're getting him to do what he does. Knock down corner threes, knock down open threes, finish strong at the rim, and defend all 5 positions. That's what you're paying for. So, but listen, guys, look, tough loss tonight. I'm not even mad about this loss. I loved how the boys played. A couple of things didn't go our way tonight. Towards the end of the game, it happens, right? But we just got to get it back Wednesday night against Embiid and them boys. But you think Embiid's going to play? He's been sitting out because of a bad foot. You know he's going to play because it's us. So hopefully we have the big cat because we're going to need him. We don't have Mitch. So we're going to need somebody in that Baja to deal with this guy, man. Because you know he's going to be out there flopping, doing all types of stuff. Hopefully he sits out. Whatever he does. We got to get this win in Philly, man, and get us back on the winning column. All right, but listen, guys, I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me tonight. All my new subscribers, I truly appreciate you. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people, right? Also, too, if it's your first time coming through and you're watching us on a replay game, please subscribe to the channel. And also, too, please leave comments, right? Because I do respond to comments. All right, people, but I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me. That's my show. I'm LB Live. I will be back Wednesday to talk about that Philly game so we can get back in the winning column. So please come through. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Brr.